Blizzard's World of Warcraft is literally the icon of MMO games, sprouting millions of players worldwide. So this begs the question, will Warcraft the beginning become another icon, and really become the beginning of good video game adaptations? Warcraft is a gorgeous fantasy adventure. Yeah, we've kind of seen it before, Lord Riggs, but this time, the orcs are the good guys? Yo guys, it's Garrus, and here's some anime like Warcraft. First on our list is Log Horizon. Log Horizon is a video game fantasy that was released in 2013 with a current episode count of 50. Why Log Horizon? Is it because both mediums have to do with MMOs? No, but something a little bit more deep, like big armor wearing, griffin riding, and magical using characters. I mean, you're pretty much revisiting the same themes here, man. Yes, both of these stories takes place in the MMO. Warcraft is its own world within the world of Warcraft lore, while Log Horizon takes place in a video game world with real players interacting in it. More like stuck in a game. Nevertheless, I chose Log Horizon primarily because there's a overarching theme where one powerful faction pops into a realm with the humans and allies sitting around a table and discussing how the hell they're going to deal with these titanic beings. The thing about Log Horizon, the titanic beings are players or adventurers, while the humans are simple NPCs, non-playable characters, who've been pushed into an actual soul-like life form. They're kind of living within the game, real people. You mainly follow a group of players, the Log Horizon Guild, and his leader, Shiro. The story does shift to other characters as this is a very big cast, which results in them pulling the political talks throughout the series. If you like the whole magic and beast theme from Warcraft, then you'll enjoy this series. Next up is Green Saga. Green Saga is a heroic fantasy that was released in 2009. It consists of 26 episodes. I suggested Green Saga simply because it has a warrior type hero, who's beast-like. This seems to be what Warcraft was trying to aim for, with the orc having human-like mannerisms, such as a family, and caring, and leadership. But in the case of Green Saga, in reversal, you're dealing with a man with beast-like mannerisms. Don't worry, this doesn't change the fact that he's still a heroic, selfless, clever-minded, fearsome, kind-hearted soul. Similar to Durotan, Green tries to unite people, to do something different, to fight, to stand up for themselves. You'll see many large-scale battles and wars in Green Saga with a lot of different mythical creatures. This is something that's predominant in Warcraft. So, if you like what you hear, go and check it out. I promise, it's worth it. Popping up now is Rage of Bahamut Genesis. Rage of Bahamut Genesis is an action-adventure fantasy released in 2014. And lucky for you guys, Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, the second season, was announced earlier this year. I've added this series to the list because of its enemies become friends or allies thing. Just like Warcraft, you'll see a group of enemies become allies for the sake of taking on the higher evil magical force. There's dragons, demons, spirits, angels, and gods, along with a lot of knights, rogue heroes, bounty hunters, sorcerers, and kingdoms. And oh, did I mention? Freaking zombies. Yeah, that's right, zombies. Man, this show has everything. Now you'll mainly be following Favaro, a silly bounty hunter. Similar to Warcraft, the main character gets pushed into different situations due to a girl that's a hybrid of two different creatures. In this story, it's Amira. There's a lot of twists and turns, and without me spoiling anything, you'll see characters switch sides due to magical forces. Wink wink. Well, that might have been a spoiler, something, but oh well. Rage Bahamut Genesis is indeed funny, and it's very stylish, but one big factor is it's a true adventure anime. I highly recommend it. You should watch it immediately, but first, let's finish this video. And finally, our last one on our list, Seraph of the End. This one's kinda different from the others, yet very similar, if I can explain. Seraph of the End is an action fantasy released in 2015, currently with 24 episodes. The vampire aspect is more of what makes it different from the rest of anime on the list, and the fact that it kinda lacks the medieval fantasy elements, but I assure you, this anime is very much the same. We have two factions, one being humans, the other vampires. One day, vampires appear. And of course, humans fight back. But the story isn't focused on the immediate arrival of the vampires, but more on the aftermath and how humans plan on coping and surviving. See, humans are pushed into a post-apocalyptic world, as we're living in large cities owned and ran by different military factions. Think of it as if the orcs overran every kingdom in the land. But comparing this to Warcraft, some enemies become allies, of course, to stop the dark, magical evil force. But why is it always the magical evil forces at work? There's betrayals and different reveals and twists, just like the rest of the anime here. There's even some good old magical good turning evil, again, just like the rest of the anime here. Anyways, what you're going to see here is people stepping up and doing what they feel is right. And that's exactly what Warcraft the beginning is about. Choices and decisions, right or wrong. If this seems like the type of anime you're interested in, please check it out. Sorry to cut this list short. Hopefully these can hold you over until the sequel. And yes, I think there's gonna be a sequel in another decade or so. JKs. Anyways, here's some bonus anime like Warcraft. Yeah, we would have explained those. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to ZincView. More videos like this coming soon. See ya.